How to transcend chakras. I would like to do a few videos now on opening and transcending the chakras. So that will be my focus in the few upcoming videos, while also adding some guided meditations. As an introduction to these videos, let's start with more of talking about the energies and some basic yogic science and knowledge. First off, the human body has multiple sheaths. They're also labeled Koshas in yoga. With each chakra opened or transcended, our life experience changes. What basically happens is how you perceive and experience life around you, the dimensions in which you experience, open up. It is as if you're becoming more alert, sensitive, in higher energies, more subtle and powerful, but not in the sense of powerful over someone. Rather, your power comes from your authenticity, stability, and balance. Now, the koshas or sheaths are 5. The first one is Annamaya kosha, which is the foot sheath. This sheath is our physical body. It is called foot sheath because that is what this body is. This body is earth. It's made out of earth and it will return to earth. Second one is Pranamaya kosha, the vital sheath. Prana is our vital energy, the life energy. In Chinese medicine, it's called qi, which is connected very much to the breath. That's why in practices called pranayama, we use our breath to elevate our life energies and calm the mind. This sheath cannot be seen in the body by your eyes or x-ray, but you can quote-unquote see it. You can easily be aware of it. That's why it's said that it belongs to the astral body, because it's not really seen, but you can be aware of it. Because as I read around about this, saying they cannot be seen is quite wrong in this sense. Prana is being distributed through nadis, which are like pathways of energy. Imagine it like energetical veins. They just have energy flowing and being distributed between the chakras rather than blood. The pranayama kosha also contains the 5 organs of action. The karma indriyas. Karma is action. Mouth, hands, feet, anus, and genitals. Within this kosha, we experience hot, cold, hunger, and thirst, etc. Basically all our sensations. The third one is manomaya kosha, the mental sheath. This sheath is the mind. Here we experience thinking, doubting, anger, lust, etc. All of it. The elements being the mind, subconscious, and gnana indriyas, which are the organs of knowledge, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. It's just a lot of terminology and concepts when you read it around, but if you look at our experience right now and look at the mental sheath of our body, we see that thinking is there. The thoughts come from conditioning and memory. So this sheath is mainly memory. But this memory doesn't just stay at the brain. It is in the whole body. It's the whole body itself. Every cell of the body has memory and makes up the whole sheath. The fourth one being Vijnanamaya kosha. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but it is the intellectual sheath. Then there is the sense of identity with these thoughts and thinking, which is labeled ahankara. There is discernment working. It is that intellect which creates the thoughts, which made me remember some time ago I used an analogy of a vast space or library of memory, and the intellect being like a flashlight running around producing the thoughts, or being used as a knife, cutting and discerning. It is that function, but not the essence which the thoughts are made of or from. intellect is called buddhi. And then there is just the pure intelligence operating also. It is not the intellect which is working with memory. It is just the pure intelligence which is beyond memory. When there is no thought, just that pure intelligence operating. So this discrimination and decision making and the discernment, the intuition make up this sheath. Fifth one is Anandamaya Kosha, which is the bliss sheath. This is the only kosha that sits in the causal body. It's the part of us that experiences bliss, joy, and peace. This is the part of us that we tend to lose connection with, as it's the most difficult body to feel. That's what's written there. But it's not about feeling the body. It is about being aware of it. And this body is so subtle that is what makes it difficult to be aware of. Our aim in yoga is to reach connection with the Anandamaya Kosha. When we reach that inner place where everything is silent and calm, we have found our connection with Anandamaya. In other words, what they're saying, awakened. Although Anandamaya Kosha is said to pervade all the outer sheaths, yogis believe it cannot be perceived until the illusion of the outer sheaths are peeled away. Again, it does pervade all the outer sheaths. Not that it is said, it does. It is above all of them, and it cannot, saying that yogis believe it cannot be perceived until the illusions of the outer sheaths are peeled away. It is that identity or the distractions in the other sheaths that make it difficult to be aware of this one because of it being way subtler. So that's how I would put it. Anandamaya Kosha is the yogi's true nature, lying underneath all of the illusions. This kosha is the part of a being responsible for unconditional love, oneness, and complete unity with all beings. Also responsible for peace, love, and joy in its purest and most absolute form. It goes beyond any emotional or physical experience. Now again, to add to this, the sense of oneness and the unconditional love and unity is it is there because this is not in the body, and because it is above everything. This sheath, as you could label it, is in everything, and everything is in it, and everything comes out of it. So then the oneness you can feel, because this sheath within yourself, you know, but not mentally, you sense it in others. And you don't sense it just in others, you sense it in every object. It is in everything. So then there is complete unity with all beings and oneness. There is no separation when you are connected with this, and the unconditional love comes out of it. Imagine that you sense yourself in everyone and in everything. Then you will have love for everyone and everything, because all is you. So it might sound like a very complex thing, but it is so simple. And I would like to say that these are mainly the concepts, which can be interesting as knowledge, but you can see how they can become a hindrance to the mind, because your mind is going to go, oh, it cannot be that easy. It's going to be simple. Look how much I'm talking about this, the sheets of the body, and I need to connect with all blah, blah, blah. It is good knowledge to know, but the truth is so simple. So don't let your mind get too dragged into this and feeling like what I'm talking about is very difficult. Now with that said, we can move on to the chakras. I will just list the chakras which are there. The thing with chakras is that there is many chakras. It is said that there is 114. The 112 are in the body and 2 outside. But the main energy points are between 7 or 9. And the traditional yoga teaches 7 chakras, from the lowest to highest. Those are, first one, at the base of the spine is Muladhara, the root. By your genitals is the second one, which is Swadhisthana, the sacral. The third one is by your navel, by your stomach, in your stomach basically, the Manipura, which is solar plexus. The fourth one is in your heart, Anahata, which is the heart chakra. Fifth one is at the pit of the throat, which is Vishuddhi, the throat chakra. Sixth one is between and above your eyes, between your eyebrows, which is Agna, the third eye. And the seventh is as if above your head, which is Sahasrara, the crown chakra. When it comes to transcending each one and how you feel it, an exact positioning of them is different for every and each one of us. I will speak about that as I make videos on opening or transcending each one of these points. That's why reading or learning about them can help, but doesn't mean that one Google search or that one person on the internet, me included, will exactly hit what is needed for you. Also, every awakening experience isn't the same. So if you type in like Kundalini awakening symptoms, whatever, it doesn't mean much really. Because every experience is different, and unless you have someone who went through these points, it may just confuse you. Not saying that it can't be helpful, but I'm just pointing out that it can be very confusing also. When you read about people's experiences and they do not feel accurate to yours. Now, before we get into chakras, there will be one more video on Granthis, the energy knots that block the energies, which can be very helpful also to know about, and how to burn through them, how to transcend them. I might first do like first 3 chakras, and when we get to Manipura, we could talk about the Granthis, but those will be the upcoming videos. Thank you, much love, and bye bye.